Back for another round of spoken word. We have our amazing president, Minh.
So I wrote this last night at like 3 in the morning. I always do that. I always end up writing poems at the very last minute. But didn't get a chance to memorize it for you guys. Sorry. Let me know how you like it. On a cool autumn night, I caught up with an old friend, passing back and forth cheap cigarettes and high school memories. All of a sudden, I found us talking about ethnic slurs, and I knew it would only be moments before this 20-something heterosexual white college boy would step on the right landmark. Minh, aren't you whitewashed? His words hit me harder than my mother's backhand. 2 thoughts ran through my mind. 1, son, you are about to lose your manhood in 30 seconds. And 2, we are told if we don't speak the right way, eat the right way, think the right way, then there is something to be ashamed of, a blemish worth covering up. Maybe that is why I hated how my tongue looked, torn up from my parents' broken English and my broken Vietnamese. Maybe that's why I never appreciated every bowl of rice I ate, because I never knew how hard it was to put it on the table. And maybe the sting of "go back home, Ching Chong" hurt the most, because home spans half the world and my arms don't stretch wide enough. There is no guide on the proper way to be ethnic, only the stereotypes you have forced us into: the dragon lady and the geisha, the martial arts warriors and the desexualized Charlie Chans, the high-achieving nerds and the perpetual foreigners. I could go on. After you put us into these boxes, you throw it back in our faces by saying, all of you Asians act the same, all of you Asians look the same, all of you Asians are the same. You really just mean none of you are white, so I don't care enough to tell the difference. It took me so long to figure out that even though Lucy Liu looks hot in a motorcycle suit, I don't need to put on the stereotype to kick ass. The real whitewash happens when hands belonging to anyone other than my people write about the Vietnam War. I have never read a textbook that looks like my mother's story. The real whitewash is when you pretend that the words exotic and sensual do not carve out the word fetish, when they cut down my back. The real whitewash happens when the statistics saying Asians are the highest paid and best educated minority group paint over the same ones showing that Asian Americans are among the fastest growing poor populations in the country, that Asian American youth have the highest incidence of teenage depression, that 60% of Asian American women report having experienced domestic violence in their lifetime. The real whitewash is when you reduce Asian Americans, 18 million and rising, to a caricaturized stick, a model minority. You have taught us to internalize your racism, to choke on it, and to spit it back out at each other. To be told by your peers you act too white to fit in with real Asians, to be told you are a traitor to your own complexion, it's like being told you are a visitor to your own body. But if you can peel back all the layers painted over us, you will find the most perfect shades of brown and red and yellow. No matter what you think, my eyes are still big enough to see the exact dimensions of your bigotry. So you should probably think twice the next time you want to call me whitewashed, because I am not your Twinkie. I am not your banana. I have not become soft and full with your false promises of honorary whiteness. If anything, I am a lemon. Bright and yellow, inside and out, but when you bite into me, let me know how it is. If racism tastes as bitter as you thought it would.